the ultimate guide to budgeting. How to take control of your finances. Have you ever felt like your money disappears before the month ends? Do you struggle with saving or managing expenses? If so, you're not alone. But don't worry, today we're going to break down budgeting in a simple, actionable way so you can take full control of your finances and build a secure future. Make sure to watch until the end, because we'll also share some expert budgeting tips that most people overlook. Let's get started. Chapter 1. What is budgeting and why is it important? Before we dive into how to budget, let's first understand what budgeting really is. A budget is a financial plan that helps you track your income and expenses, ensuring that you're not spending more than you earn. Why is budgeting important? Because it helps you avoid debt, builds financial security, allows you to save for future goals, reduces stress and financial anxiety. Think of budgeting as your financial GPS. It guides your money in the right direction. Chapter 2. The 50-30-20th Budgeting Rule. One of the easiest and most popular budgeting methods is the 50-30-20 rule, which divides your income into 3 simple categories. 50% for needs: rent, groceries, utilities, insurance, and essential bills. 30% for wants: entertainment, dining out, subscriptions, and non-essential spending. 20% for savings and debt repayment, emergency funds, investments, and paying off loans. By following this rule, you ensure that your money is balanced between necessities, enjoyment, and long-term security. If you want to save money faster, try adjusting the percentages to save more and spend less on wants. Chapter 3. How to create a budget step by step. Now, let's go step by step to create a budget that works for you. Step 1. Calculate your total income. List all sources of income, including your salary, side hustles, and passive income. Step 2. Track your expenses. For at least a month, track every dollar you spend. You can use apps like Mint, YNAB, or a simple spreadsheet. Step 3. Categorize your expenses. Divide your spending into 3 categories: needs, wants, and savings. Step 4. Set spending limits. Based on your income, allocate realistic amounts to each category to ensure you don't overspend. Step 5. Adjust and optimize. Review your budget regularly to see where you can cut unnecessary expenses and increase savings. Automate your savings by setting up an automatic transfer to your savings account each month. Chapter 4. Common budgeting mistakes to avoid. Budgeting is simple, but many people make mistakes that can derail their financial goals. Here are some to avoid. Not tracking expenses. If you don't track where your money goes, you won't know what to adjust. Underestimating expenses. Always account for unexpected costs, like car repairs or medical bills. Not having an emergency fund. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up. Being too strict. A budget should be flexible. If you cut out all fun spending, you're less likely to stick to it. Chapter 5. How to stick to your budget. Now that you've created your budget, how do you actually stick to it? Use budgeting apps. Apps like Mint or Every Dollar can help you track your spending in real time. Cash envelope system. Withdraw cash for categories like groceries or entertainment and stop spending when the cash runs out. Review your budget monthly. Adjust your budget based on changes in your income or expenses. Set financial goals, whether it's saving for a house, a vacation, or early retirement. Having clear goals keeps you motivated. Reward yourself when you stick to your budget. Just make sure it's within your budget. Chapter 6. Advanced budgeting tips for financial success. Once you've mastered basic budgeting, here are some advanced tips to build wealth faster. Use the pay yourself first method. Treat your savings like a bill and set aside money before spending on anything else. Increase your income. Side hustles, freelancing, or passive income can help you grow your wealth faster. Invest wisely. Don't just save money, invest it in stocks, ETFs, or real estate to build long-term wealth. Automate your finances. Set up automatic payments for bills and investments to avoid missed payments and late fees. With these tips, you'll not only manage your budget but also accelerate your financial growth. How to master budgeting. A step-by-step guide to financial freedom. 1. Why budgeting is essential. Many people struggle with their finances simply because they don't track where their money goes. Without a plan, it's easy to overspend, rack up debt, and live paycheck to paycheck. A good budget helps you control your money instead of money controlling you, prevents overspending and debt accumulation, helps you save for emergencies, big purchases, and investments, reduces financial stress and anxiety, provides a clear path to achieving financial goals. By creating and following a budget, you're taking control of your financial future. 2. Understanding your income and expenses. The first step to budgeting is knowing how much money comes in and goes out each month. Calculate your monthly income. Your income includes salary or wages from your job, side hustle earnings, rental income, passive income, dividends, interest, etc. Make sure to use your net income after taxes to get an accurate picture of what you have to work with. B. Track your expenses. For at least a month, track every dollar you spend. Categorize your expenses into 1. Fixed expenses, rent, mortgage, insurance, subscriptions. 2. Variable expenses, groceries, dining out, entertainment. 3. Irregular expenses, annual fees, car maintenance. Use apps like Mint, YNAB, or spreadsheets to make tracking easier. 3. Choosing the right budgeting method. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to budgeting. Choose a method that fits your lifestyle and financial goals. The 50-30-20 rule. A simple approach where you allocate 50% to needs, rent, utilities, groceries, 30% to wants, entertainment, dining out, 20% to savings and debt repayment. This is great for beginners because it provides a balanced approach. B. Zero-based budgeting. With this method, every dollar has a purpose. Your income minus your expenses should equal zero. If you earn $5,000, every dollar should be assigned to spending, saving, or investing. C. Envelope system. A cash-based system where you put money into envelopes for different spending categories. Once an envelope is empty, you stop spending in that category. D. Pay yourself first method. Prioritize savings by automatically setting aside money before spending on anything else. Choose the method that works best for you or combine elements of multiple approaches. 4. Cutting expenses and saving more. Once you have a budget, look for ways to cut unnecessary expenses. Reduce discretionary spending. Eat out less and cook at home. Cancel unused subscriptions. Shop smarter with discounts and coupons. B. Lower fixed costs. Refinance loans to lower interest rates. Negotiate bills, internet, insurance, rent. Move to a cheaper living arrangement if needed. C. Automate savings. Set up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account. Use Roundup savings apps like Acorns to save spare change. Small savings add up over time and create financial security. 5. Sticking to your budget and staying motivated. Creating a budget is one thing, sticking to it is another. Track your progress. Use budgeting apps to monitor spending. Review your budget monthly and make adjustments. B. Set financial goals. Have both short-term and long-term goals. Break big goals into smaller milestones for motivation. C. Reward yourself. Budget for small rewards when you hit savings goals. Make budgeting fun with challenges, for example, no spend month. D. Find an accountability partner. Having someone to check in with can keep you on track and motivated. 6. Advanced budgeting strategies. Once you've mastered basic budgeting, take it to the next level. Use the debt snowball or avalanche method. Snowball method. Pay off smallest debts first for quick wins. Avalanche method. Pay off debts with the highest interest first to save money. B. Build an emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. Keep it in a high-yield savings account. C. Invest for long-term growth. Start investing in stocks, index funds, or real estate. Use tax-advantaged accounts like 401ks and IRAs. D. Increase your income. Take on a side hustle or freelance work. Ask for a raise or switch jobs for better pay. The ultimate guide to setting and achieving financial goals. Section 1. Why financial goals matter. Financial goals are the foundation of your financial success. Without them, it's easy to spend money aimlessly, miss investment opportunities, or fall into debt. Here's why financial goals are essential. They give you direction and purpose. They help you track your financial progress. They keep you motivated and disciplined. They enable you to build long-term wealth and security. Section 2. Types of financial goals. Not all financial goals are the same. They generally fall into 3 categories. 1. Short-term goals, 1 to 3 years. These are goals that can be achieved within a few years and lay the foundation for bigger financial success. Examples include building an emergency fund, paying off credit card debt, saving for a vacation or a new car. 2. Midterm goals, 3 to 10 years. These goals require more time and planning but are still achievable within a decade. Examples include saving for a down payment on a house, paying off student loans, starting a business. 3. Long-term goals, 10 years. These are goals that shape your financial future and typically require decades of planning. Examples include retiring early or comfortably, achieving financial independence, building generational wealth. Section 3. The SMART Framework for Financial Goals. To make your financial goals more achievable, follow the SMART Framework. Specific, clearly define your goal. Instead of saying, "I want to save money," say, "I want to save $10,000 for a down payment." Measurable. Track your progress with numbers. Example, "I will save $500 per month for 20 months." Achievable. Set a realistic goal based on your income and expenses. Relevant. Make sure your goal aligns with your overall financial plan. Time-bound. Set a deadline to achieve your goal. Section 4. Steps to achieve your financial goals. Step 1. Assess your current financial situation. Before setting financial goals, take a look at your current income, expenses, savings, and debt. This will give you a clear understanding of where you stand and what needs improvement. Step 2. Build an emergency fund. Unexpected expenses can derail your financial progress. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. Step 3. Eliminate high-interest debt. Debt, especially from credit cards, can slow down your financial progress. Focus on paying off high-interest debt using the avalanche or snowball method. Avalanche method. Pay off the highest interest rate debt first. Snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first to gain momentum. Step 4. Invest for the future. Investing is key to building long-term wealth. Some investment options include stock market. Invest in index funds or ETFs. Retirement accounts. Contribute to 401k or IRA. Real estate. Buy rental properties for passive income. Step 5. Increase your income. If you're struggling to reach your goals, consider increasing your income through side hustles, asking for a raise, upskilling, or switching to a higher-paying job. Step 6. Automate savings and investments. Set up automatic transfers to savings and investment accounts to ensure consistency in reaching your financial goals. Section 5. Staying motivated and avoiding pitfalls. Common mistakes to avoid. 1. Not having a plan without a clear strategy. It's easy to lose track. 2. Ignoring inflation. Your money should grow faster than inflation. 3. Lifestyle inflation. Don't increase spending just because you earn more. 4. Not diversifying investments. Spread your money across different assets to reduce risk. 5. Not reviewing progress. Regularly check if you're on track and adjust as needed. Flexible budgeting, a smart approach to financial planning. What is a flexible budget? A flexible budget is a financial plan that changes in response to variations in revenue, production levels, or other factors, instead of sticking to a rigid budget that may become unrealistic due to unforeseen events. A flexible budget adjusts to reflect actual performance and costs. Key features of a flexible budget. 1. Adjustable expense projections. Costs are categorized as fixed, variable, or semi-variable. 2. Scalability. The budget adapts to different levels of activity. 3. Real-time financial control allows continuous monitoring and adjustments. 4. Improved decision-making helps businesses react swiftly to market changes. For example, imagine a restaurant that experiences seasonal fluctuations in customer traffic. A flexible budget allows the restaurant to increase spending on ingredients and staff during peak seasons and reduce costs when business slows down. How flexible budgeting works. A flexible budget operates by linking expenses to revenue and activity levels. Here's how it works step by step. Step 1. Identify fixed and variable costs. Fixed costs, these do not change regardless of output. For example, rent, insurance, salaries of permanent employees. Variable costs, these fluctuate with business activity. For example, raw materials, sales commissions, utilities. Semi-variable costs, these contain both fixed and variable components. For example, electricity bills with a base charge plus usage-based costs. Step 2. Define activity levels. Flexible budgets are often prepared for multiple scenarios based on different levels of sales or production. Businesses create budget models for low, medium, and high activity levels. Step 3. Apply cost formulas instead of fixed figures. A flexible budget uses cost formulas to adjust expenses according to activity levels. For example, if production doubles, variable costs will also double. If sales increase by 20%, marketing and distribution expenses may rise proportionally. Step 4. Compare actual performance to the flexible budget. At the end of a financial period, the company compares actual expenses and revenues against the flexible budget, helping to identify inefficiencies and areas for improvement. Advantages of flexible budgeting. 1. More accurate financial planning. Since a flexible budget adjusts to real conditions, it provides a more accurate picture of financial performance. 2. Better cost control. Businesses can identify cost inefficiencies by comparing actual results with budgeted figures. 3. Improved decision-making. Companies can react faster to changes in demand, competition, and market conditions. 4. Helps in performance evaluation. Flexible budgeting allows for fair comparisons between expected and actual financial performance. 5. Reduces financial risks. A flexible approach minimizes financial strain during unexpected downturns by adjusting spending accordingly. Disadvantages of flexible budgeting. 1. Complexity in implementation. Creating a flexible budget requires advanced forecasting skills and accurate data collection. 2. Difficult to estimate variable costs. Some costs do not have a clear linear relationship with activity levels, making cost projections challenging. 3. Time-consuming adjustments. Unlike a static budget, which is set once, a flexible budget requires regular monitoring and updates. 4. Requires reliable data. The effectiveness of a flexible budget depends on the accuracy of cost and revenue estimates. Flexible budgeting versus static budgeting. How to implement a flexible budget in your business. If you're considering using a flexible budget, follow these practical steps. Step 1. Gather historical data. Analyze past financial records to identify trends in revenue and expenses. Step 2. Classify expenses. Separate costs into fixed, variable, and semi-variable categories. Step 3. Create budget scenarios. Develop budget projections for different levels of sales or production. Step 4. Use financial software. Accounting tools like QuickBooks, Xero, or Excel can help automate calculations and make adjustments easier. Step 5. Monitor and adjust regularly. Track financial performance, monthly or quarterly, and revise the budget as necessary. Real-world example of flexible budgeting. Let's say you own an e-commerce business. Your revenue fluctuates due to seasonal trends and marketing campaigns. With a flexible budget, you can 1. Increase marketing spend when sales are rising. 2. Reduce operational costs when demand drops. 3. Adjust inventory purchases based on real-time sales data. This approach ensures that you maximize profitability while minimizing unnecessary expenses. Budgeting isn't just about restricting your spending. It's about taking control of your finances, reducing stress, and making room for the things that truly matter. With a clear budget, you can plan for the future, eliminate unnecessary expenses, and build financial freedom step by step. If you're ready to take charge of your money, start by creating a simple budget today. Download a budgeting app or use a spreadsheet, whatever works for you. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a little financial motivation.